All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the brothers from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Once again, I'm out here to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, which you people call America, which is known in the scriptures as Babylon the Great. But before we get into it, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakatudash. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Their teaching real well. Peace, safety, much love, and blessings to the elect of Israel. And without further ado, hey, we just gonna get into prophecy, man, because these are real prophetic times. You know, it's complete wickedness out here, and people not caring about, you know, how long this place is gonna stand. All they know is that these are the last days. But it's things that you should be doing in the last days, like taking heed to this truth. So go ahead and get that 2nd Ezra chapter 15.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Hey, what we out here doing, this is the commandment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. He says, speak the words of prophecy in the ears of my people. So, hey, all people out here walking around without a care, man. We need to get these words to you. We need to get these words delivered to you so you can take heed and get that fear. You need to fear the Lord, man. And stop thinking that everything is all good and it's gonna get gravy after this so-called Corona 19 go away, which is not gonna go away. Everything is only gonna get worse. But hey, you need to take heed to these words, man. Continue out.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Hey, these words are faithful and true. The Lord said, I am a man that I do not lie. You know, the Lord is everything that he spoke it either happened, it's happening now, or it's about to happen. Continue up.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, man, this people's coming up against us, but hey, we don't care about that because we know that this is the truth. You know, Great Millstone started with the elders and the apostles on down. We speak the 100% truth.
Right.
And it all come out of the scriptures. These are not all words, these are the words of the Lord. Continue up.
And that word incredulity means lack of faith.
Yeah, come on.
You know, you got people that have lack of faith that's not going to believe what we're saying. But so what? Everything else that we've said, everything else in the Bible has come to pass is true. You know? So we just going to keep moving forward.
Yep. It's about to go into the faithful and the unfaithful.
It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Hey man, you basically marking yourself for destruction when you're not taking heed. You know, hey, it's about to get real out here. You either get it or you don't. You know, you either choose life or you choose death. And sadly to say, 2/3 of all people gonna choose death. Go ahead, up.
It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yeah, man, death, destruction, famine, plagues. It's happening now, and it's building up to the point where it's gonna get so bad, where you're not gonna be able to avoid it. Everywhere you go, it's gonna be death and destruction. You know, you're not gonna be able to. What's that? Amos chapter 5. Brother, you get that real quick. But come, man, everywhere you go, every corner you been, man, you're gonna see death. You're gonna see bodies out here. You're gonna see people being attacked. You're gonna be seeing people sick. You ain't seen no plague. You ain't seen no real plague, man. Hey, the plague's about to hit, and there's gonna be people out here dropping dead for real, man. You can't go to the hospital. It ain't gonna be no hospitals. You know, when the crime be sky high, it ain't gonna be no 911. You know.
911.
This is Jeremiah 30, verse 7. At last that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yep, Jacob's trouble, man. That time is going to be great. This is going to be the worst time in the history of mankind. The worst time ever. But it said he will be saved out of it. And we're gonna scarcely be saved. You know, so it's we gotta keep enduring. It says if we endure to the end, we're gonna be saved. But we also gotta keep that faith. You know, you can't just be out here thinking that you're gonna make it and thinking that you're gonna make it without the power of the Lord. You got to have the power of the Lord to make this. You got to have faith in order to make it through these times.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
This is Amos 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his head on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Hey, and that's literal also. It's gonna be dark out here. You know, nighttime come, it ain't gonna be no street lights, it ain't gonna be no type of lights out here. You're gonna be in complete darkness. And then again, that goes into also you basically mentally also. You know, it's not gonna be any light. People are gonna be, you're not gonna know what to do.
Yeah, no understanding. That's
No
all it's talking
understanding.
about. No understanding. Not gonna have a clue of what to do or what's going on or why.
It is basically you're gonna be running from destruction, and you're gonna meet destruction.
Sure.
It ain't no way around it. The only way to be saved is through the power of the Yahweh Shah Yahweh Shah.
Right. This is Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, well, I'll start at verse 6. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have planned beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Verse 7. And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
Hey, the only way you're gonna be able to escape is through faith and your works. You can't be a nigga your whole life and think you're gonna walk into the kingdom. You know? I mean, it's possible that you can be wicked and then the Lord put the spirit on you to be righteous. You know, you come into this truth, you start doing this work. Hey, a lot of brothers did that. Hey, a lot of brothers is wicked, you know, their whole lives.
Hey, all of us.
Yeah, pretty much all of us was going on.
Who's in the world? The Lord God.
So anything is possible, but you gotta have that faith, man. You gotta have that faith. You gotta. The Lord is gonna judge you on your works. But,
All right, this is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
yeah, all these things must come to pass, man. And the rumors of wars and the wars, that's been happening for years now. We waiting for the first nuke to be shot off at this point. We waiting for the first nuke to hit, not just to be shot off, but to hit America.
And, well, first we're waiting on the chip. That's what we're waiting on.
Yeah, the chip, cut, water. Hey, that chip come, man. Hey, that's end game. And if you take that chip, that's end game for you, man. You know, that's it. You finish it, you take that chip, which is the mark of the beast according to Revelation chapter 13.
This is Matthew 24, verse 7. For nations shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah, man, that's happening right now. Just the other day, I think it was 2 earthquakes, one in Hawaii and I can't think of what the other one was. New Zealand, cut the water. Yeah, man, and they wasn't small earthquakes. They was big. They was like 8.0s, man.
Oh, Iceland too. Over 18,000. I still got to do a video on that. 18,000 earthquakes in Iceland.
And people, niggas still sleep, man, because they don't read. They don't know these prophecies.
They don't know the prophecies.
And they not paying attention to the prophets of the Lord. Jump back to 2nd Ezra 9 and start from the top of the show. Hold on before you do it.
This is Matthew 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yeah, but yeah, hey, these are the beginning of sorrows, man. And this is the beginning of the end, if that makes sense. You know, because we've been in the end, but now people they starting to feel it. You know, they starting to feel it. And then, hey, when that World War III and that chip hit, hey, that's we right at the end. We almost home after that. hey, that's good news for us. Lord's willing, we're those men that's gonna make it. But for the 2/3 of all people, that's the end of you, man. And the Lord gonna judge you according to your works. Go back to that second Ezra 9, Papa Shah.
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hey man, these are the times where the highest is going to begin to visit this place. Hey, we see the chariots. We see more and more chariot sightings daily. At one point, man, I was seeing chariots every day. It done kind of slowed down a little bit. I saw one last week, and it was just in the sky moving like ain't nobody paying attention. I'm just going, But hey, I'm like, how people don't understand it? How people don't see this, man? The Lord is visiting this place.
They think it's aliens.
They think it's aliens, but those are the angels of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. But continue up.
It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hey, at the same time where the highest will begin to visit the world, man. All these prophecies are just popping up like you can't even keep up with. There's so much going on. You got what is this so-called All-Star Weekend, and it's clear you can clearly see that the love of many is waxing cold, man. So many people get knocked off for so many shootings last night. From last night to this morning, a couple of rappers already came here and got smoked. The Lord is bringing that judgment. But not only that, hey, everything just being mixed up. The beef between the United States and China, the United States and Russia, the Middle East.
U.S. and Iran right now?
Yeah, U.S. and Iran. What they just bumped Syria. Hey, it seemed like that happened. Then the next day it disappeared because it's too much to keep up with. But continue up.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Hey, they're going to get in the earthquakes, man, and also the uproars of the people. Last year around this time, around in May, it was so many protests. It was daily, and it wasn't just here in the United States. It was worldwide. I believe, what was that? France. They had the yellow vest protests. I don't even know when it ended, but it seemed like it went on forever, man. It was basically just regular citizens overthrowing trying to overthrow the government, just rioting and shit, and just tearing up the place. That's all wars of the people.
The only thing that stopped them protests was the lockdowns.
Yeah.
But guess what? They still protesting down there in Myanmar. Right? We got a lot of people protesting against the government down there. Over there in Lebanon, they still protesting. A lot of these places, they don't care about this shutdown and lockdown. They're still out there in the streets throwing Molotov cocktails and getting, beat up by the police and vice versa. They still protest. What?
South America.
Yeah, South America. There's still places. Yeah, really here in America, over there in Portland, Oregon, they don't put that out there in the mainstream news like CNN like that. But there's a lot of protests that's been going on in Portland for over a year now.
Yeah,
so the uproars is definitely
still raging. You can't even forget about January 6th.
Right.
And that they thought that was gonna happen again. I believe it was yesterday. They brought all those troops in to guard the Capitol because they thought it was gonna be another January 6th. So, hey, these things are happening. It ain't Jake, just Jake, and it ain't just Esau. It's everybody, man. It says uproars of the people. That's everybody. All over the earth.
It said in the world.
Yeah, in the world. So, hey, that's gonna continue. Everything is not just gonna go away. It's gonna get hella worse. Which verse?
Verse 5.
Okay, cut.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest.
Yep. The end was made manifest, and the Lord spoke of these things at the beginning. You know, basically let you know that He's in control of all of this. If He said it was going to happen from the beginning, who's in control? Yahweh Shai is in control. You know, so it was also prophesied that most people, most of Israel was going to get slaughtered and killed. That's going to happen. But hey, Jake's still out here, you know, lollygagging, happy, celebrating, just having fun, and just wicked, man. Go ahead and get that. Continue.
This is 2 Esdras 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Hey, that's gonna be that civil war, man. You know, it's gonna be real.
By myself, I mean,
it's gonna be real bad out here. You gonna actually have people on the streets shooting each other down. Right. You know, I was just talking about that. It's gonna be bodies out here, and with nobody to bury. I believe that they talk about that in the book of Jeremiah. It ain't gonna be nobody out here it's just gonna be bodies out here decaying, you know, rotten, and it's gonna be stench, man. You know.
but like I say too, that was spirit because you was saying what? There's no one here. You was going into how America's gonna be a desolate. Ain't gonna be nobody here, man.
Yeah, ain't gonna be. I wouldn't really paying attention to Jake.
But hey, you know, it was spirit.
He was scoffing. He was a demon.
It's just about the spiritual aspect.
Yeah, God. But yeah, continue.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
And we getting a taste of that now because you got the so-called militant groups. One in particular, the Proud Boys, they standing behind Trump. Even though Trump is out of office, you know, they still standing behind Trump because they still talking about how bad the government is and they want freedom to do this, freedom to do that. Hey, they not gonna care about this government. After a while, man, it's gonna be them against the government. You know, it's gonna be them against everybody else. Basically, everybody gonna be fighting everybody.
Well, right now you see it with the states not taking any regard or consideration what the government wants them to do. That's why they're coming out with these different mandates, like Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Georgia.
America's all divided right now.
America's divided as hell. Florida, they don't care. It's gonna be another civil war. This is one of the most divided times that America has ever experienced, man. People don't agree with one another.
Yeah, man. This is. Hey, and Esau.
All right. How are you today?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. But the scriptures also talk about Egyptian against Egyptian. You know, this place was described as being Egypt in the last days, and also Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, spiritually. So, hey, the Lord is gonna bring these different how can I say it? Basically, this one power is divided and it's fighting against each other. Therefore, it's gonna fall. They're gonna fall together. It's not like one part of this country is gonna rise over the other part, like back in the in 1860, 1865, I believe, when the Civil War kicked off. It ain't gonna be like that. You know, when the South lost and the North took over. No, man. This time, everything's just gonna crumble together because the two sides are too powerful. They're gonna basically just cause this whole place to fall down. You got something else on that?
Second Esdras 15, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Hey, man, and every time I hear that scripture, I think about Atlanta, man. this is the most proud city
in the world.
This is the capital of Babylon right here, man. Everybody's here. All different nations are here, and they proud, and they got a lot of money. And it was a Jake talking about how you come to Atlanta, you're like, we're ready for it. You got all this money, and we got all these guns and all this artillery. Jake ready to go in. Also Esau ready to go in too, man. But hey, they're not gonna be talking for long. It's gonna be action out here.
Man, it's gonna be a continuing warfare. It ain't gonna be, one shot over there and going home, and you resting over there in Decatur. It's gonna be action over there in Decatur. As soon as you wake up in the morning, if you get some sleep, it's gonna be chaos.
Bushwick.
Yeah. People sniping out, people gunfire, people laying in the streets. That's what time that brother talking about.
Yeah, man. And you ain't gonna be able to you ain't gonna even leave your house. Talk about going to another city. You're gonna be scared to leave out your house, man. And you gonna hope that you got enough food saved up. If not, you're gonna go to your neighbor's house and get it. Yeah, go ahead.
The 2 Ezra 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Great tribulation, man. There's gonna be a lack of bread. That's when the famine gonna hit, and it's gonna be survival time at that point, man. Survival of the fittest. Hey, but that's these wicked, Edomites and wicked Israelites that's not gonna get it. The Lord gonna take care of His people. The elect gonna be saved, and Lord's willing, we'll be numbered. That's why we out here doing the commandment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because we want that salvation. We want to be on the we want that great reward. Not only salvation, but we want the kingdom, man. But hey, whoever get it, man. If you don't, too bad for you.
Hey, yeah. Hey, just a land back too, man. Yeah, the Lord's gonna take care of, pretty much His prophet, because that's just like it says in what's that, Second Chronicles 36? No, Deuteronomy 32. It says, and he repented himself of his servants, meaning no evil's gonna come on him. But don't get it twisted. Just because he has your protection don't mean you ain't gonna go through something. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say, what is that, Peter, I want to say? The righteous will scarcely be saved. That's it, Everybody gonna get tried. That's it. He's just gonna help you, guys. Hey, that goes back to that Sirach, where wisdom take you through crooked paths, man. That don't stop. When Jacob's trouble, that don't stop. Wisdom's gonna guide you.
We ain't no preppers or nothing like that. But
right.
At the same time, we spiritually preppers.
I just want to throw that out there because, just to trump that kind of mindset of, oh yeah, I'm good. That mindset of being exempt. You could say like, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? No, you're gonna read the prophets. Read about our forefathers. They went through something. That's it. They went through something. Hey, you said Zechariah 13. That's also 1 Corinthians the 3rd chapter, where it talks about every man's works to be tried by the fire. The works that you do right now are gonna be tested, and then we're gonna this to everybody. We're gonna see who's right at the end of the day. You got it, bro.
This is 1 Peter 4, verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Man, it said the righteous will scarcely be saved, man. Hey, we're going to scarcely be saved. Lord's willing, we the righteous. And when I say Lord's willing, I'm going to share a story, man, how the Lord can give you this knowledge and take it away from you. We pray that the Lord continue to keep us in it. Because, always in that city, man. Hey, man, the brother that, when I first heard of this truth, man, the brother that brought it to me,
soft, man.
He was
Moab,
deep into this truth. He even came out to the camp.
Moab, dumb as shit.
And all of a sudden, once I finally got it, I went back to him to try and, do some studying and chop it up with him. And man, that knowledge was gone, man. He didn't even want to talk about it. He was all about trying to build up a business. I'm like, man, let's get into these scriptures. And he didn't want to hear it. And that's sad, man. You know, I hope the Lord have mercy on that brother, bless him back with knowledge, but you know, that's just a way that how strong these demons are, man. These demons can jump on you and just take that right up. Well, the Lord, it's basically the Lord doing it.
Yeah, and then just to verify the brother's story, he still talks about having 2 or 3 witnesses. So I'm one of the witnesses about that brother that he talking about that showed him the truth. That brother was you know, amongst the camp at one time, and he had the truth. And you know, we visited the brother's house and we met his wife and child, and you know, things like that. But you know, as far as the brother's testimony, he had the truth, and then the spirit of the Lord was taken from him. You know, and that's a scary thing. You know, Scripture talks about examining thyself, whether that be in the faith. You know, but nevertheless, you know, his brother got the truth still, and he's prophesying, he's fighting to keep it. You know, and that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to fight to keep this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shalom Shah, so we can be delivered.
And hey man, just share something personal. I done had demons on me like, man, what are you doing going out here, you know, teaching the scriptures? Don't you know this devil gonna come down on you one day? You know, maybe this ain't no mistake, man. I'm doing this for Yahweh Shem Shah. That's my protection. You know?
Let's might get Proverbs 18:10 real quick. Bible show.
I got something. This is Psalms 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
God, read that one more time.
Okay. This is Psalms 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
They abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That sounds like
We're in that secret place speaking about this word, this truth. Okay? And we're the ones, Lord, we're part of the elect. We're the ones that's abiding under the shadow of the Almighty, man, under the protection and grace of Yahweh Shah. Okay? I continue on. This is Psalms 91, verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
Amen. That's all, man. That's all faith, man. And the Lord showed us, showed us dreams, visions, on what's to happen. And it ain't just a coincidence, man. It ain't just a dream, man. This is actually gonna happen. So, hey, we gotta put that trust that we're gonna be saved out of this. That's all faith, man. You know.
I got that Proverbs.
Yeah, read it real quick.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Right, and that goes hand in hand with what the brother just read in Psalms 91 about this Lord being a shield and buckler and refuge. So, brother said that there were certain spirits that were messing with him, but he said he believed in Yahweh Bashman Shah. And that's why he can still keep going. So that's important that we understand that believing in the name of the Lord and doing what he tells us to do, that's what's going to keep us in that righteous path. Because there's going to be many obstacles and there's going to be many times and instances where the devil's going to try to knock us off our pivot. But that turnaround, that bounce back got to be strong, and that's only going to come through the will of Yahweh Shai and believing in that name.
You still in that Psalms 91.
I'll continue on. This is Psalms 91, verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
Hey, we're going to be delivered, man. We're going to be delivered. We have faith that the Lord is going to deliver us out of this, man. I can't keep saying faith enough, man. That's what's going to get us through, man, all faith and doing this work. Hey, this is all life, man. We don't have any options. We have to do this. We have to pray. We have to fast at times. We have to keep these commandments the best way we can. We have to have that fear of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because if you don't, man, that's it for you. You know, you can't, like I said, you can't just be out here a nigga the whole time and think that the Lord gonna save you.
Right.
You gonna blow your candle out.
That's
Modern
right.
day turn your TV.
Turn your TV off.
Hey,
Turn your TV off.
This is Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
that's right, man. Hey, and we're the servants of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. You know, in that day, we're gonna eat, we're gonna drink, and we're gonna rejoice. While everything else, all hell is breaking loose, man. You know, so hey, it's I can't important is not it's not even a word for it, man. It's just necessary. This is all life to do this work, man. You know, we can't turn back. You might as well blow your brains out if you come out of this truth, man.
It's like
Because it's gonna be worse after. You know,
Well, the only thing we got is yeah, the only thing we got is this word. You know, here it is that we're living in these last days, these last times now. All kinds of chaos and all kinds of wickedness going on the earth. But who said all this is going to happen? You're not going to find that in the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Right.
You're not going to find that going into these different philosophies, going into the Mesopotamians and all these ancient religions. The only way we're going to find out what's going on right now, you got to go to the Bible.
That's right.
That's it.
And we bringing out the whole truth, man. We bringing out the whole truth. We're not just talking about the good news. You know, we're not just talking about the love of Jesus. You know, we're talking about the wrath of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai that's about to come down on this place.
Which is still good news.
Right.
Which is still good news.
Right. Now, I see. Now, look. Let me ask you a question, brother. You know about the Israelites? You not know about the Israelites? All right. Well, that's what we're doing first and foremost, right? We're out here teaching the Bible. This isn't, you know, we're not just making a movie. This is us actually teaching the scriptures.
Right.
Okay. Now, you can go on Google, YouTube, the Hebrew Israelites. First and foremost, the people on this side.
What's your YouTube channel?
Are you? Well, look. First of all, what are you filming for? Let me ask you that.
We're just a filming production. We LSB filming group, you know.
We're just from Atlanta and Georgia. See what there is out there.
See out here, man.
Okay, are y'all from here?
No, we're from
Vegas.
Y'all from Cali, Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, hey, at the end of the day, right, the people on this sign right here, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, these are the Israelites, okay? We're God's chosen people. And what's getting ready to happen is the Heavenly Father's getting ready to send His Son back, who the what ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's not His name. His name is Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
All right? And the Heavenly Father's true name is Yahweh. He's getting ready to come back. He's going to deliver His people, those that are chosen. All right? But He's also going to come back for wrath and destruction. Wrath and destruction means there's going to be a lot of death going on here. All right? This isn't no for play. This isn't no Hollywood movie shit. All right?
Right.
Everything that's going on in the earth right now is for a particular reason. Right? So He's going to come back. He's going to destroy the United States of America. All right? He's going to destroy our enemies out of power, which are the Edomites, according to the Bible. All right? And He's going to deliver, like I said, save our people. That's what this is about. That's the good news. Us being saved.
Right.
All us being shot down in the streets, being destroyed, being locked in repentance. All right? That came upon us because we disobeyed Him. But there are some of us that are going to obey the Lord. And those that are obeying the Lord are going to be saved. Now, the question is whether or not you want to obey the Lord. That's y'all's personal understanding that y'all have to get from what we're saying. Okay? The Bible says. All right? So when you go back to Cali or Vegas, wherever you're from, and y'all analyze what we say here is that, look, your Lord and Savior is coming out of this book, a so-called black man, all right? An Israelite, and which means Israelite means Prince of Power, Prince of God, okay? So now the thing about it is whether or not you're going to do what He said. We're going to try to keep his commandments. We're going to try to... All that's in the scriptures. Okay? No.
This is Hey, that's it. That's how you deal with it. This is Ezekiel 33, and I'm gonna start at 12, and it says, "Therefore, who's teaching?"
Well,
All right, cut. Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy power, or the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that turneth from his wickedness, neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth. Verse 13, when I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trusts to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. But for his iniquity that he hath committed, he shall die for it. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right. If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed, walk into the statutes of life without committing iniquity, and he shall surely live, and he shall not die.
and that's basically what I was saying. You know, they had the camera out, but it's like whatever. Like either they're gonna use it. At the end of the day, this word is going out through all the kingdom of Edom right now.
Right.
All right, Babylon the Great is going out through all over the earth. The good news is the Lord's going to save his people and destroy our enemies. Okay? Our job is to just tell these people that we see, our people, that look, you follow the Lord, but if you don't, you're going to have to reap the consequences.
You shall surely die.
You shall surely die. You know, we talked about the destruction, the wrath of the Israelites, Edom, you know what I'm saying? That's
And
it.
you know, brother, if I may say,
what they do, that's on them.
like the lesson we did last night. That's why you don't gotta get emotional with these people.
Yeah.
There's no need to be all in an emotional uproar and, cursing and spitting and, and all that. Because why? It's just as simple as that. Listen, it's just as simple as telling them the Lord's coming back to deliver his people. The Lord is going to destroy the wicked amongst the people, amongst the wicked nations. And then that's you. I present to thee this day life and death. You got it, brother.
Hey, that's the spirit, because I wanted to land back on the lesson that the brothers did last night, behaving yourselves wisely in these times, because there's a lot of judgment that's going on in this world right now. Look at the city that we live in. Atlanta, Georgia. They just shot somebody down here at this Mo Club down the street last night. Yeah, that Bulldogs Club. All right, they shot a rapper like 2 nights ago. So, like the camp heads was saying, you gotta move wisely in these times, man. Even the brothers that's in this faith, man. Because one false step, and that's your ass, man. We live in crucial times where people the love of many shall wax cold. So we just want to start off on this first scripture and just continue on in the spirit.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because the adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And basically, that's the world that we live in. Satan, all right? Satan, the angelic force, and the physical manifestation on the earth. Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, he's looking to catch you slipping out here. All right, so you got to be, matter of fact, get Matthew 10 and 19.
Yeah, I'm already here. Come, that's Matthew 10, verse 19. Matter of fact, walk shot, man. I'll jump up to 16, and then go down. Come, this is Matthew 10 and 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Yeah, you got to be like Clark Kent in this thing, man.
That's right, bro.
All right, you can't be out here telling everybody that you're an Israelite, on your job. When you first come into this thing, you're overzealous. You want to tell everybody and your mother, but it comes to a point where you got to keep this for yourself. Matter of fact, can you go to Amos 5 and 13 right quick? Because we're coming into a time where you gotta zip your lip. And I don't know what madness is going on.
Hey,
here,
this is us being sheep among wolves right now.
This is
Bunch of folly.
what was that deity that Jake worshipped in Rome?
Bacchus.
This is like a Bacchus spirit out here.
Yeah.
Bacchus shit, man.
It's just freaking off right now.
Yeah.
God. This is Amos 5 and verse 13. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Right.
We're in evil times right now, man.
Yeah, look at this shit, man.
Look at this dumbass shit, man.
It's a fucking nigger parade.
I got killers to the left of me. Another $1 million bag, that's just some regular shit.
Yo, man, what is this?
Man, please, can I get the scripture, please?
God, brother.
In Jeremiah 7 and 31 or 34. This is oh yeah. Jeremiah 7.
What's up with this nigga, man? What's up with this nigga?
He was just down the way.
Yeah, you can teleport it with a bite? What the fuck?
This nigga got real
This
demons, bro.
is Babylon the Great right here, man. You see a bunch of madness. He in
Just
confusion
walk
at 4 something in the
Walk
afternoon.
all the way down there.
So,
And now
it's
he's
like
riding
this,
the
brother.
bike.
Let's get back on. Let's get back. Let's get back.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 30. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, said the Lord.
The children of Judah, which is you Negroes, and the kingdom of the southern kingdom, so Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, are just going to slap the hell off in the city, man. You know, all throughout Babylon, but specifically this place, Atlanta, I'm telling you, this place, Atlanta, gotta be, this is the center of the world, man. You know, this is the center of the world. This is the truth. You know, when you watch They Sleep, They Live, We Sleep, or whatever, that movie, and you remember they had the scene with the satellites you couldn't see without the glasses? Babylon is a satellite city, man. This ain't even a real place. All right, and Jake just evil, man. They're not measuring the times. They're not considering. All right, keep going.
They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name to pollute it.
This is polluted, man.
Right.
You know, like we were saying last night, the Lord brought in 2020 with a bang. Here it is, we a year later since COVID. These niggas ain't got better. Niggas have revolted more, man.
That's right.
All right, they revolted.
They don't get the message.
They don't get the message. The Lord killed your favorite basketball player. The Lord gave you COVID.
Shut everything down.
A lot of your families died throughout this year.
Right.
A lot of y'all are unemployed.
Right.
A lot of y'all are about to lose your house. But it's all fun and games. Right. Keep going.
Everything open up.
Yeah, keep going.
It says, and they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom,
Yep.
to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire.
And a lot of that in modern day time is abortions, man. All right, the murdering of your children, man. And then what you think gonna happen tonight, man?
Right.
You got a lot of women that's out here that's just gonna be committing adultery, sleeping around. They got a nigga in some little town somewhere in the other states. She freaking all. What's she gonna do come Monday morning, Tuesday morning? She gonna go somewhere and get an abortion or a Plan B and act like it never happened, man. She
down here.
Down here freaking off.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart. Slack. Yeah, slack. Which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart.
Yeah, keep going.
Therefore,
what verse is that?
That's verse 31.
Keep going.
Verse 32. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it should no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter.
Yeah, keep
but
going.
they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
And their carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven.
And that's what's gonna come. You
like
go ahead, brother.
Going to Tophet and the valley of Hinnom and all of that. That was where they used to burn everything. You know, because even when you go into Gehenna, that's in the Greek.
Yep.
It refers you back to the valley of Hinnom.
Which is
So
where
now
he
what
told
the Lord is-
Capernaum.
Right. What's going to happen to Capernaum?
He told Capernaum that he would cast them into Gehenna, which was that hell, that pit.
That's
right.
And this, without a shadow of a doubt, you can't tell. This is Capernaum, man.
Atlanta got to be Capernaum.
Atlanta has to be Capernaum. This exalted city where Jake just do whatever the hell they want and have a proud bravado spirit on it. Jake come here and become different people, man. Real talk.
Last verse.
They had a life
Yep.
See?
See, they know.
They know.
Yeah, they come from Tennessee or wherever, they be regular Joes,
Right.
and then they come in and become somebodies.
Right.
Right? I don't want to take it. Go ahead, bro.
This is Amos 9 and verse 8. Behold, the laws of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
And that's all. That's the future of this place. It's just destruction. Like, it's no different than our people when we were in the land of Egypt. We just was going slap off. Everything was about fun and games and eating. That's all our people love to do. Our people love to play, love to eat. They're children. That's why the Lord calls them the children of Israel. Right? All right, very children-minded. All right, keep going.
God, it says, I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Yeah, the elect. Like the brother was going into those guys earlier. There's a remnant that's out here that the Lord is going to save. That's why we're out here. And Lord willingly, us men that you see out here are part of that remnant. All right? But there's a clear difference between us and them.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
It's a distinct separation.
It's a distinction.
Right. Go ahead, brother.
Now, I just had a scripture, but I don't want to, please, when you get a distinction, is Ecclesiastes 7. Just get that real quick. I'm going to give it right back to you, brother. All right? Ecclesiastes 7, the house of mourning and the house of mirth.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning.
Now, does that mean that you're always in a woe is me? You're kicking dust on your head? No, this is a mentality scripture. Our people are not in a mental place for what's to come. Our people don't even mentally acknowledge what's happened. They don't even want to acknowledge what's happened. Half of these jakes out here, they think it's all sweet because you can just come here and spend your money that you don't have. Like, again, most of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are about to be evicted out of your house. But then you got flight money, you got new shoe money. You can't come in to do this type of event with $100 in your pocket.
Well, Jake just trying to get a fix.
You know what I'm saying? Get a fix, right?
Right.
But what is that fix going to do for you except destroy you even more?
That's right.
Yeah, it's spirit love. Keep going. That Ecclesiastes.
It says,
I'm going to throw it right back to you.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. But that is the end of all men.
And this is the house of feasting, man. This is like we were saying behind the camera. This is that Bacchus or that Bacchus spirit, man. This is what they was doing in Rome, just going freak off in a park somewhere.
If I may say, even with that Bacchus spirit, they would have what in Rome they would have like little I'll just say parties for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, and they'll eat until they're super gluttonous or whatnot until they regurgitate.
Especially the rich, because they had the money to do it.
Now, if I may add to
The
that
rich had the money, they would go and they'll do these parties in the streets. That's why when you read the scriptures, they talk about don't be reveling in the city. Because Paul knew about that and that empire back then in Rome. Same thing now. We tell you, brothers, don't go engage in this BS out here.
Tell you not to be in the city.
Like you said back then, what they'll do is they'll eat and they'll eat cakes and pies and
gluttonous
all
spirit.
kinds of that gluttonous spirit. Now what do? They go out and get drunk. They go out and get lit. They go out and get high and get drunk. Same spirit.
Now, if I may, when you look further into the history of Bacchus and in the worship of that, it was started out as a once a year celebration.
Right.
But as Rome got further wicked, they started celebrating monthly. And it's the spirit that this place is in. Every month is something that these niggas can go and just freak off on.
Right.
Right? What are we in now? We're in March. April gonna come. They got spring break. St. Patrick's Day, April, Easter weekend. They gonna come right around. What do you have? You have Memorial Day weekend, July. You see, it's something every week, every month to give them this ability to as you see. All right. Now finish that off in Ecclesiastes, and I'm gonna throw it back to the brother.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, but that is the end of all men.
That's the end of all men. That's why our men, the men of the nation of Israel, are so effeminate, man. Because femininity is based in the dainties of life, the pleasures of life. That's why you be like, why is my favorite rapper not hard no more? Because he's getting his toes done, his hands done. He's eating fancy food. He's living in $1,000 sheets. Getting his hair.
And shit.
Not even all that. It's just the dainties of life, like
The way you're living.
the way you living.
Right.
You know, that penthouse and energy. You getting pampered.
You ain't getting too pampered.
You know. So that's the spirit of these people. You gotta go.
I got a precept for the brothers. This is
chime in too, bro.
This is
We just bounce off. I don't want to.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them." And that was a prime example. When old girl was right here running the thing, she ran to the Hebrew Israelites. You know, it's gonna be sudden.
You saw how they did though?
Uh-huh.
They meant to go this way. And they hit a U-turn because evidently they want to see and hear what we had to say.
Yeah.
There's right now, but they weren't meant to go that way.
Yeah, It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
Yeah, that's what's going to happen to these people out here, man. It's going to catch them off guard. Like the Shrimpton said, you got all these events. You got this NBA All-Star game, this nigga fest down here. You got all these. You got summertime starting to warm up. Spring break. They're already talking in Miami, Florida. They're already prepping for the people to come down there because they know people are going to come. And could you get Matthew? I think it's 24 and 37.
But at the same time, they're making it mandated.
Yeah.
So either way it goes, you still at the end of the bargain is going to taste that bitterness.
Yeah, like these people, they took Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, told people not to come. They're gonna come anyways, man.
Nobody listening to that.
And nobody's listening to them. They're not gonna regard they're not gonna regard these higher ups. You know, so that's the time that we in. Because this was like Rome. When these people were celebrating and worshiping these deities of old, it wasn't sweet. The cities was getting trashed, things was getting burned because of that raveling spirit, man, that rioting spirit. Jake is just Jake, like you said, they don't care about what the hell these officials got to say, man. We want to freak off and have fun, man.
God. This is Matthew 24 and verse 37. "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
Yeah, Noah was preaching that it was going to rain, and they didn't believe him. Just like we're telling you, it's going to rain missiles. All right, after this RFID chip has been implemented during World War III, that it's going to rain missiles, but you look at us like we're crazy and we gone mad. And these scriptures are faithful and true. So we're in these same times as Noah has been.
Verse 38, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark."
Yeah, you know, brother, if I may say, like we were saying last night, it's the same spirit that's on the earth that the Lord felt even then, man. It repented him that he made. That's spirit. That's Satan. That's the spirit.
He was looking the whole time.
Yeah, man. Genesis 65. But yeah, we're in that time
It's
with
demonic out here.
people going to the club, the strip club, not caring. Here it is. We're giving you life through these scriptures on the highways and byways, but you just walking by us like we just crazy. What the hell these angry black guys doing on the corner teaching the Bible? All right, but when it comes to your door, when that Jeremiah 18 and 22 comes to your door, the truth, we can get that as well. Yep. That's gonna be the new club y'all gonna be in.
Ooh.
All right, club concentration camp. All right, because you have failed to you have failed to hearken to the prophts.
That's right.
And it's just it's basically a common sense thing, man. You know, all this stuff is documented. If you don't believe us, believe all these guys like Alex Jones, these so-called truthers. What about Rizzo Islam? Yeah,
Rizzo Islam, Brother Ben X and all
I'm just saying, like, even though they teaching the off, they're not in the spirit of the Lord. A lot of the majority of the information that they are bringing out is correct. Yeah.
Like y'all should say, believe in the spirit. Yep, I got that scripture.
Yeah, go ahead.
Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. "And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of thoughts of his heart was only evil continually."
Yeah, you got Jake driving down the street, and you can only think of the evil that they're going to do tonight. Adultery, drug use, homosexuality, pedophilia. All right, it's nothing for Jake to think of these things. Murder.
That's it.
Okay, get back. All these rappers talking about if I see you with the ops, it's on site.
It's gonna be big licks going out here tonight.
But they had a preview yesterday night.
Yeah, you're right.
They had a preview yesterday night, and I felt that spirit at work. I was like, yeah, a lot of these, you know, it's a different spirit when it's just an ordinary day in Atlanta, besides an event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Most High, He be sending us those spirits of discernment not to go out,
Yeah.
Right.
not to do certain things. Just hurry up, haste, move like a and get out of the way. And then,
Matter of fact, since you said that, can one of you brothers get Sirach 32 and 11 right quick? Because that's the spirit you got to be in, man. Get in, get out. Even when on your day-to-day, if you go to the grocery store, you got to have a strategic plan to do that. Because, these people are on edge, man. You can see it in their faces that they know something is coming down the pipeline. All right? They know that they've got to pay for all the wickedness that's counting up into the heavens. All right? Like it says in Revelation 18, that the sins of Babylon the Great has reached unto heaven.
That's right.
And part of these people are adding to the tab.
And then I may add to your point that not even a tab of knowing or feeling it. So another part of that is too is when people when they feel like everything's crumbling. What do most people in movies do? They just throw all their what am I trying to say?
Morals.
Their what?
Morals.
They throw all morals out the window. It's like, hey, you know, like what was that picture of Pompeii, where there's the famous guy laid out on his back and he basically got died by a volcano and was masturbating. Because people have that it's a famous picture, you know. But I'm speaking on the energy of people just throw it all out the window. They look as a man and a woman, they look at each other like, hey, you want to have sex? We about to die. Fuck it. That's what we're really witnessing right now as well.
And that happened in Bird Box. Machine Gun Kelly and that chick.
That's what happened.
They was arguing at first, and then they ended up, it was like, what's the end of the world?
It's the end of the world.
We must well.
Like Independence Day, where the two teenagers like, we might as well go out like this.
The road.
The stripper.
Yep.
That's just a spirit you can feel it in people. They don't care.
Yeah.
I have no foundational morals.
You called out.
It was Sirach 32 and 11.
You still on that Jeremiah?
I got
You said
you right
Jeremiah
here.
18?
You know, let's go there first.
Jeremiah 18 and 20?
Jeremiah 18, yeah.
Con, I got you.
Yeah. Let's get to Jeremiah 18, starting at verse 20.
This is Jeremiah 18 and verse 20. It reads, shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Woo! Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and had and to turn away thy wrath from them.
Yeah, that's the words of Jeremiah the prophet, because if you go into the scriptures like Jeremiah 11, I believe he was from Anathoth. All right, and they wanted to kill him for telling them the truth. He was like, hey, you need to repent. And that's the same thing going on in your daily life. Yep. You got these jakes out here that give you the mean looks. They look like they want to kill you, but they can't. All right, because we're telling you the truth. We're telling you something that's going to save your life, but instead you hate us for that.
Yeah.
Oh, because you want to prolong your wickedness out here. That's why you get mad.
Mm-hmm. Verse 21, therefore deliver up their children to famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword.
That's a prayer, wasn't it?
God.
That's Jeremiah's prayer.
And let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows.
Jeremiah got fed up, man.
Got fed up.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of men that's out here giving up the spirit. TV's turned off. The cable turned off. Snot boxes rotting off. Murked out, whatever you want to say for somebody dying in cold blood. That's what's going to happen. All right? The scriptures what is it? Romans 15 and 4. The scriptures are mentioned 4 times for our learning, roughly paraphrasing. So these scriptures tell us of things that happen. The scriptures told us about 70 AD, and that scripture went into famine. During that time, you know, you have people eating their belts, eating their shoes. So in today's time, when there's a famine, all these jakes with the Ferragamo belts and the Louis Vuitton belts, they're gonna be eating it for the lack of bread. That's what we're here to tell you. While you driving around trying to be a nigga on Peachtree Street, man. You know?
everything is just a rerun. Just like Melvin said on Baby Boy. Everything is a rerun. It's a rerun of the scriptures back in Genesis, like the brother said, all the way up to this
Rerun
time.
to me, baby boy.
Because it's the same people. It's the same people doing the same thing.
It's a
Like, it's gonna
reenactment.
be in your, like if your ass ate a leather belt in 70 AD, your ass gonna get a leather belt today because it's in your spirit to know how to, man.
Yeah.
But
I
you gonna
don't think I just can't imagine.
you're gonna get a leather belt across the face.
That's just your lot.
Have a Gucci belt sandwich
Right,
Yeah,
another
That's what's
Gucci
coming
belt.
down to.
with menus and shit.
Oh, you can.
Con, this is Jeremiah 18, and I'm gonna continue in verse 21. It says, and let their men be put to death, let their young men be slain by the sword in battle.
That
Verse
sounds
20.
like hate to me,
That's from the Most High.
right? That sounds like hate. A lot of our people are still in this la la land spirit that the Lord is all good, man. The Lord is mad, man. The Lord is, man. We still hope and pray because we know that the Lord is still mad at us. It's Yahweh Shai is pleading for us, but the Lord is big bad,
Big boy
big
mad.
mad, man. All right, so you people, you don't even consider, man. That's why this energy is just off, man. You know what I mean? Like the idea of just this jet setting, just looking for fun. You're not even considering the Lord is angry. All right, you got it, brother.
Con, verse 22. Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. For they have did a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet.
Yeah, today's times, those troops, all these different, starting with the National Guard troops. They're going to send in the real military, and after that, they're going to send in these foreign troops. All right, that don't speak a lick of English. You can look it up on YouTube. If you type up foreign troops in the United States, there's a video that pops up from 11 years ago, and Alex Jones goes into he basically goes into FEMA doing these military exercises back during the Bush administration. So all these presidents do is alley-oop one executive order to the next one,
That's it,
and they're
bro.
about to slam dunk it on you people, man.
That's it.
All
You know how
right.
you watch them clips on like Instagram where it be the Edomites and one bounces the ball, another one kicks it. That's all they do. They just be bouncing it and bouncing it off the goal, and somebody else comes and you just waiting it.
But they got executive orders way back from the 50s.
Yep.
And then they got those executive orders way from 1913.
Yeah.
Whenever, you know, the president was established.
And then one of these presidents is gonna be the one, like the brother said, to Dominique Wilkins that shit through the hole, man. Vince Carter, man, elbow in the rim, man, for real.
Are you done with that one?
Verse 23. Yet, Lord Yahweh, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from my sight, but let them be overthrown before me.
Hey, that goes back. He said, neither blot out their sin before my sight. That goes into that, what, in John, I think it's John, where it talks about you can either retain or remit sins.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, man, let them hold that shit so they can get judged accordingly.
And we in the same spirit.
We're in the same spirit, man.
Yeah,
They can all hold that. All this shit that going on, y'all can hold that because y'all have no consideration. I keep saying, day after day, there's no credence for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got tired of that shit, man. So are we.
Pride is hateful before the Most High man.
Con.
That's it.
I'm going to continue verse 23. It says, neither blot out their sin from my sight, but let them be overthrown before thee. Deal thus with them in the time of thine anger.
So you're gonna get a reward for all the wickedness that you've been doing, man. It's mounting up. You know, with the scriptures talk about rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, the scriptures say a just man falleth 7 times. You know, we do have errors and stuff that we get reproved on. But you people are not even hearkening to sound counsel out here, man. Every week we've been out here, whether it be hail, sleet, snow, we're more dependent than the postal service, man. Give you this word, telling you to repent. Now, speaking on these concentration camps, let's get that Jeremiah 15, because hey, these concentration camps are already here, man. You know,
God.
they're already here. All right, they're just waiting to house you people.
Well, brother, when COVID started, when the panoramic happened last year, what happened? They signed all those executive orders and state of emergencies, and we saw all of these tanks and Hummers and All that shit was moving on the train tracks.
Yeah.
All right, it ain't leave.
It ain't leave.
And it's a year later. So what do you? They just taking the chances. Something else gonna happen. They gonna move more shit in, man.
And then, okay, if something pops off this week, Lord willing, okay, they're gonna reenact those National Guard troops. They somewhere here chilling, but they're gonna be on the block pretty soon, just like they did in Chicago, man.
They still active.
They still active.
Yeah,
so they hiding around here somewhere,
playing cards,
yeah, chilling.
freaking off.
It's Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 15 and verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou tell them." I'll start over. Yeah, God. This is Jeremiah 15 and 1. It says, "Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people."
Yeah, Moses and Samuel was sound counsel to you Israelites back then. All right? And we come in that stead of Samuel and Moses to tell you good tidings, to tell you you won't have to walk in this concrete no more, smell cigarette smoke. All right, your eye won't be evil towards your brother. You'll be rich and prosperous. All you niggas want to be rich. What we're telling you, you're going to be beyond rich in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have multiple children. But nah, you ain't trying to hear that. So, hey, the Lord is turning his back towards you. He did that during the transatlantic slave trade, as if you can't figure that out. You just can't figure out why you were in slavery. It tells you in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. It tells you in various passages, even like in Joel. It tells you that you were in hardcore slavery. All right, we were in hardcore slavery for disobeying. Excuse me, because we all had the taste of that cup, man.
Lamentations 3.
We're going to get into it.
Lamentations. You going, bro?
It says, "Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth." Verse 2, it says, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to famine."
Hey, it's like one of my favorite animes, man. Death Note. You remember when you had he had the what was it, the angels, the death angels? They had lenses. What was the eyes you could sell? Shikigami eyes, and they could see how a person was actually when they was gonna die, man. Yeah. A lot of y'all got marks over you. You don't even know, man. The Lord already got you marked to die just for. Some of y'all are set for the sword. Some of y'all are set for the famine. Some of y'all are just set for the pestilence. It's cannibalism. Y'all just got it's like a M, like a badge. Y'all carry honorary badges of how y'all gonna get put to death. They work for it though. That's what I'm saying. That you adding on it, you powering up with them badges. Yeah. All right, that's how the Lord is moving, man.
Those achievements of sin.
Achievements of sin, man.
All right. Jeremiah 15 and 2. "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine."
They're gonna be swimming in a famine.
Fucking words, man. It's like it. All right, God. It says, to the famine, and such as are for the slacking, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Yeah, that TV show 1,000 Ways to Die. Well, hey, the Lord got many ways to die, man. And we're talking about the captivity to the captivity. That's going into these different concentration camps that you people vote for in these presidents, and slowly but surely they're luring you to these concentration camps, because little do you people know, you're the homeborn terrorists now, especially the people on this, especially people on the left hand side of the tribe, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So that's what the captivity is talking about. And they've got over 800 concentration camps, probably even more, because that article came out maybe like a decade ago. So they've got about 800 plus concentration camps, the largest one being in Alaska that can hold up to 2 million people, man. So
actually, that information is like, almost 25, almost 30 years old.
Yeah.
That goes back to Rex 84, like 92, 93. So they probably got double that now.
Plus these stadiums, they gonna be turned into
That's just what we can just show you on record. 800 whole lot.
You know, a lot of these businesses that are shut down, you know, like we saying this restaurant bar, I mean, you don't know what's in these businesses. Yeah, exactly, right?
Well, they've already came out with articles saying that Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to be used as a, you said what? That's a big ass vaccine spot.
And they already, you can see, you go over there by Peter Street and those different streets over there on that backside of the stadium. They already got all the tents underneath because they was already working the field over there already. So this is going to increase. Man, you don't know these businesses that are shutting down probably got supplies in it. You think that place that's by your house that's an old Family Dollar that's shut down is just an empty building, man. There's supplies in it.
I was about to say, like, you guys, these skyscrapers, like that one right there.
Yeah, come on.
You can't tell me that's fully occupied.
It's not.
Right. It's not.
Because they said during the turn of the 2008 recession that's when a lot of these businesses started being left empty. Like 30 to 40% of all the office businesses are empty, man. Most of these skyscrapers, you might think it's lively, but a lot of these buildings are empty, man. And who's to say what's up there?
Right.
Exactly. Like brothers mentioned like a month and a half ago, where you see these empty churches, man. Like this church, I mean, I'm never gonna show it on camera, obviously, but who knows what's going on in that church, man? All right, so that's what's coming to, namely our people, the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you overall Babylonians. So you have to read something.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said the Lord. Verse 25, I would not spare them. Go your way, ye children from the power, defile not my sanctuary. Yeah, that's what the Most High gonna say in that day when you be looking for the Lord. In the day of the Lord's power, you're gonna look for the Lord, and it's not gonna be found. You know what's gonna be found? It's your famous rapper song in your head. That's gonna be found. And along with that, probably a straight bullet or a bullet point blank range from a tree.
A piano might fall out the sky.
God. Anything can happen.
Like it's fucking Looney Tunes.
The sanctuary is the body of Yahweh Shai. We are the sanctuary of the Most High. And the Most High is going to protect us. Like it says in Zechariah chapter 8, verse 23, said the people are going to grab onto our skirts. And it's going to be too late. What we going to tell them? Like the 2nd Kings, the king told that lady in the famine, said, what you say? We had agreed to eat our babies.
Oh, yeah.
Or do we have any more food or something like that? She's like, what up? I can't do nothing. The Most High put that on.
Yeah, you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's the judgments that's coming. Can we get
This is Revelation 18:8, and it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, and death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
Yeah, that goes into the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America, man. And you can see the sins reaching up to heaven, man. Even walking on this block, you can see the sins reaching up to heaven, man. In that car right there that just rolled by to the right, you can see the sins reaching up to heaven, man.
Stank ass.
Yeah. You see anyways. But that's talking about Babylon the Great, aka America, and soon to be, it's going to be hit with nukes. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith the Lord, man. All right, so that's what we out here to tell you. We're not here to tap dance and feed the homeless and whatnot. We're out here to give you this word that's going to save your life.
That's right. I got to pick up that. Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. God, hey, and that's self-explanatory, man, okay? Hey, he's coming back. together a lot of people just for judgment, man. Okay? It said what it said, and it will be done, man. Okay? All these people that you see out here, hey, either they get saved or they die in the fire, man. Okay? Simple as that. You got it.
They're Israelites, yeah.
Yeah, they're Israelites, man.
Because Esau ain't getting saved, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm just finish out one more scripture. Go to verse 5 in that Zechariah. Was it Zechariah? That's Zephaniah 3 and 5. Yeah.
Come. Zephaniah 3 and verse 5. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity every morning. Doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
Yeah, so, I mean, fear the Lord, man. It's like, and it's truth, man, you're walking on eggshells as well. But, hey, these people don't fear the Lord, so they end up being a statistic on the local Channel 11 news in the morning, man. You wake up,
the news running.
yeah, you keep the news running. You keep the bills paid.
Good for business.
And then you just see a random person getting murked out here, man. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow, man. All right? So, hey, it's a high time to repent. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners, because there's a lot of Israelite foreigners in the city of Atlanta. There's a lot of Punjabis. You know, there's a lot of Italians, Sicilians, Irish people. There's a lot of Israelite foreigners out here, so this is what this gospel's going to. So, yeah, a lot of Cushites. You know, they might look like a heathen, but their line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is what this gospel's for. So,
Yeah. Who knows? A lot of those same people, they came today just for the All-Star weekend, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Because it's getting to a point, like the brothers were saying earlier, you know, the Lord is just going to bring that judgment, you know, because the scriptures say the Lord is known by his judgment. And people, it's the same, like I said, what we were saying earlier when the priest was dealing with those guys with the camera. It's one of those things where it's like it's no need to be emotional about these things, man. The same thing. You read the book of Judges, you get an understanding of your people, man. They would cry unto the Lord would deliver them. Generations of old would die off, the younger ones would forget. They go slap off, and the Lord will deliver us into the hands of our enemies, so on and so forth. This is just the same Jake, man. All right? You got something?
Isaiah 31, woe to the rebellious children that say up to the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, like our people, again, they do not consider that there is a heavenly Father and who they are to that power. They just don't consider it, man. All right? Look at the state of the world. When you deal with the average Negro, Latino, or Native American, they're shallow. All right? They're very shallow. They're not deep. They don't explore things. They don't research things. All right? You have to be curious about these things. But our people are the furthest from curious about anything that truly matters. You know? Hey, if we was out here teaching niggas how to do Forex, man, we have a line down to underground, man. Right. You know? Keep going.
It says, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down unto Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
That's right. And modern Egypt is America, man. So the way that y'all, again, it's the same spirits. These are the same spirits that was back then in Egypt doing the same thing, man. That's why you don't get offended and lose your patience. Scriptures say, in your patience possession your soul, man. So don't lose your crown in the midst of these assholes out here. Let them be. We just are here to set up as an enzyme to tell these people right from wrong and to tell them that the Lord is coming back to destroy this place. All right, keep going.
It says, that walk to go down to Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadows of Egypt.
Yeah, trust in the shadows of Egypt, man. You know, the same spirit, man. When you dive into ancient Egypt, Jake didn't want to leave Egypt. Matter of fact, when you get that, where it said, did you deliver us? When you get that too, you get that. If you want to get that, you get that as well. The leeks and the cucumbers, but that word where he said, "Did you deliver us to die out here? We were better servant." I think that's in Exodus. Yeah, read that last part again.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, and I'll start at the top of 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not acted in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right. So, like I was saying, Jake just got a love for Egypt, man. Not that they love the god, like, well, yeah, they do. They love the gods of Egypt, you know, because Egypt, this modern Egypt, all right, has levels of different deities that our people go crazy over, man. All right, you got that in Egypt too? Tell me, no, Exodus. Was it in Numbers you got?
This is Numbers 11, verse 4. And the mixed multitude that was above them fell a lusting. And the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat?
That's a good one.
Verse 5. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers.
Yeah, fish, man. Jake always doing a fish fry, man. And any day of the week, man, you got a Jake right now that don't want to leave America because of J&J's fish and chicken.
That's all. Greasy ass French fries.
Don't want to leave because of a supreme fish plate, man. Yeah, season. Now, you know what that stuff is? The little white game, man.
Not the big night.
Why did you deliver us? At least we were better off serving Pharaoh than dying out here.
No, Exodus 10.
No, Exodus 10. Yeah, that's the one I want. Yep, will you get that real quick, Bubba? Sure. Because it's the same spirit, man. We're just in a modernized world, man. This is Egypt, new Egypt, 5,000-6,000 years, 7,000 years later, man. That's all it is. We got a pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. You know, it's all the elements. It's just this is just bigger. Pharaoh wasn't able to take, the Pharaoh of old was not able to take Egypt to this length in a big land like this. You got that, bro? In Exodus?
Exodus chapter 14 and verse 12. Is now this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians.
Matter of fact, can you go up a few verses? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Exodus 14 and 10, it says, and when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid.
So look at us. We in a time, what are we in now? A week from now, about a few weeks from now, we're in the Passover. We're going into the Passover in a few weeks. So we're in the same, this is what was happening thousands of years ago during this time of the year. Keep going.
And they were so afraid, and the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord Yahweh. And they said unto Moses,
and that's Jake for you, man. Jake become religious as hell when the stress comes, man. The most religious, let me tell you, you know how you can find out, why majority of these people out here are Christians, man? Because most of them are ex-addicts. You know, a lot of these rehabs are based in Christianity. And within the jails. A nigga go to prison and become a biblical scholar. all knowledge and no zeal, all zeal and no knowledge, man. Or a Muslim, but I'm talking about even on the Bible level, man. A lot of Jake, man, because why? They get jammed up in a case. Lord, please, Lord, please, if you get me out of this. And then you know what's funny is they might get off and Jesus Christ. Now they got a testimony, man. Hey, shut up, right?
Like he been saved.
That's it, right? Jesus Christ.
Over here breakdancing and shit.
TikTok.
Verse 11, and they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
And read that again.
Exodus 14 and 11. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
faithless. Our people don't got no faith. That's why the Lord ain't even gonna deal with it on that level, man. Y'all just gonna have to just ain't no going in the wilderness for 40 years, man. Y'all just gonna have to we'll just see you on the other side, man. We ain't got man. Y'all just gonna get left in this Egypt, man.
Bro, yeah, and being the robbers, it's like, whispering there. Even reading that script, if you take us in the wilderness to die, technically, yes.
Yeah,
None of y'all going to the promised land.
Yeah, that's
like they want the purpose, but that's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yep, technically yes. But this go around, man, the Lord, we already in the wilderness.
Right.
All right. Now the scriptures say that the Lord said He will deal with us face to face in the wilderness. But right now we're dealing with that already, man. We're wandering. We're pilgrims on the earth. We don't have a set home. We just dealing with that. We're not Jake. The Lord is not about to save 2/3 and kill him 40 years from right now. Hell no.
Oh my God.
You got a precept? Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 22:20. If they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
You got it, bro.
Yes, and it's like the brother was saying. There's not going to be a gathering of all Israel to come out to go into the chariots and then get into the wilderness and we got to pray. No. Right? There's not going to be a 40-year time span of trying to get you to get the commandments and
miracles
and laser beams and stone tablets again. No. The Lord says, oh, y'all want to stay in America, Egypt? You want to stay in the spiritual Egypt? I'm going to leave you here and melt you. Because that's what's going to happen to the spiritual Egypt. This time around, the Lord's going to totally melt this place.
In 1 hour, man.
Right?
I was just about to say
1 hour.
Because everything that's about to happen is going to happen expeditiously. There's no time to be going around in circles in 40 years like the brothers are saying.
Circle where?
Right. And then also what?
Where the hell? If you haven't noticed, man, there is nowhere to go. All right, it ain't like we left Egypt and we could go in the Middle East and go. We over here in America stuck.
Valley of Shadow of Death, man.
It's the truth. We stuck. We stuck here. The only way we gonna get out of here is if the Lord deliver us. That's the only way. Ain't no flying. Like I said, it ain't gonna be all of that it was back in the book of Genesis, man. It's gonna have to quit.
Right.
You got
Like you said, in Revelation 18:1, like y'all mentioned, for 1 hour, it's pretty much this great city has gone down, man. Things have to happen quickly. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for all the other things.
Jake ain't for what? Jake ain't gonna get it. We like what? The Lord is gonna have us somewhere 30, 40 years after the destruction, just waiting for these Jakes that's out here playing around to get it right and not get it right. What is that in Romans? Where is that? The Jews seek for a son. The Gentiles. Is that Matthew? Hold on, I want to. Matter of fact, what I want is 1 Corinthians 1. 1 Corinthians 1 and 22. I want that Ezekiel too. We're gonna go back. That Ezekiel, back in that in Exodus.
All right, so this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 22. It says, for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Yeah, because the people that are coming into this are seeking for wisdom on how to please the Lord, man. Our people are always big on wanting a sign, man. Which really that's tempting the Lord. Like we talk about ourselves. We don't be in that spirit of Lord, show me a sign that you dealing with me. All right, that sign might be crashing your goddamn car and your ass living.
Shit. You gotta be praying for the sign.
Like that ain't got you asking for the Lord to show you a sign and how they did it in the ancient world. And today, you just got to deal with faith, man. If you can't hear these words and it's not enough to wake you up and realize that the Lord is real, man, you go ahead. Watch what you want. Ask for. All right. But these people out here, they want a sign, man. And the Lord's not going to give it to them. The sign is going to be death and destruction. Matter of fact, go to Isaiah 9 and 6 real quick. All right? Same spirits out here, man. Just imagine Jake black as hell in Egypt. All right, instead of fancy pants and Jordans and sneakers, they were wearing the Egyptian garments, man. It's the same people. All right, you got that?
Isaiah 96.
Isaiah 96, yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. It says, For unto us a child is born.
I'm sorry, Isaiah 6 and 9.
Isaiah 6 and 9, and says that he said, Go and tell his people, hear ye indeed, but understand not,
Yep.
and see indeed, but perceive not.
So these people out here, they hear us, we're talking, but we don't know what they're hearing. They're probably hearing classical ancient Egypt, ancient Hebrew right now, man. It's not registering with them. All right? Like fucking Conor McGregor for a second. Yeah. But it's like I got distracted. Man, it's like it's Atlanta, man. It's if you can't see what's on the camera, man, there's nothing but the distractions out here, man. All right, read that again in Isaiah 6 and 9.
Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9, it says, and he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 10, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy.
Yeah, like Jake that just passed by, man. You know? All right? Their hearts are heavy, man. They cannot understand. These people, man, at this point in the game, it's really how much more Israelites do they need to have in their life to realize what the hell is going on. There's not a city in America that we aren't president. That's real. There's not a city. There's, like, for real, of the major cities, of the stars on the map, we are in every city, man. We're international. And on TV, it's in movies, TVs, your favorite rappers, your favorite ball players are pushing this vibration of Israel, man. So how much more do people need to see? Go ahead, bro.
Because you had talked about the signs earlier, and people asking for a sign and looking for some miraculous, puff the magic dragon to come from the sky,
Yeah.
and Barney and Elmo, and
a soft voice to come out of the sky and tell my children.
So this is Ezekiel chapter 12, and 1. It says, the word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore, thou son of man, prepare thee stuff for removing, and remove by day in their sight.
Yeah.
And thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider, though they be a rebellious house. And I'm going to jump down to verse 6. In their sight shalt thou bear upon thy shoulders, and carry it forth in the twilight. Thou shalt cover thy face, that thou see not the ground.
You got to break that. You can break that out.
Come, for I have set thee for a sign unto the house of Israel. And that's the point. Because our people are so rebellious, they can't get the certain judgments the Lord makes to consider and make themselves right. So what did the Most High do? He made Ezekiel do certain things in order for Israel to get it. Well, the same thing now. He made us through the foolishness of preaching come out here and tell our people what the Lord's getting ready to do. So guess what? You're looking for a sign? We're your sign.
That's right.
We're the sign. We are the brothers of the Lord. We're the sign for you to know what's getting ready to happen.
Because this is definitely foolishness to preach. But we understand that. We understand it must happen because man, it's some days it's light and then some times we'll be like, God damn, man, this is everybody riding by. Like most people in the world, one of the scariest things in the world is public speaking. That's the biggest fear. One of the biggest fears of the world is public speaking. And here we are out here, and the people,
cameras. And
sometimes we're regular guys.
Right. We're just men.
We're just men, and we deal with our own insecurities and issues and anxieties. But at the same time, we understand through the foolishness of preaching, it's a sign.
It's a sign.
It's a sign.
Just here to tell the great news. That's all.
That's it. All right. Was there any more to that one?
Yeah. Isaiah 6 and 10, it says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy.
And fatness is that pride, man. These people are proud, man. You can't tell nobody nothing about anything at this point. All right? But that's the way the Lord wanted it to be. You can't tell these men anything about themselves. You sure as hell can't tell a woman anything about anything. So don't even try.
1 + 1 is no, it ain't.
You can't even say something's on their face.
Don't. The woman is uncorrectable at this. Unrebukable. We're unreprovable.
Say
Mm.
unreasonable,
Irreprovable, man.
unrebukable.
All right? And that's fine.
Anything anything you find that word
Unaccountable. Like I said, it's just you just can't tell us shit, man. Because the Lord said what? Make the hearts of these people fat, man. And that fatness is pride. These women, man, they believe that just because they can pay a few bills on time, make a little bit of money, and men are hawking at them all goddamn day that they're important. Or they're in their DM that they're important and you can't tell them nothing. These jakes, I got the most money. You can't tell me nothing. Oh.
Sit to a regular ass.
Yeah, nobody cares.
That's about that
Remember
bullshit.
the wall is undefeated, man. Keep going.
It says they shut their eyes lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart. And
So
convert
really through the
to you.
Spirit, the Lord through Satan is making Babylon fun as hell. The Lord is making this place fun as hell for Jay. Because he wants to deceive the hell. It's the trick. It's the trick. You know when you used to watch Bugs Bunny and he would put how they were trying to catch him? Had a little box, something underneath the box, and you pull the string. This is the ultimate trick box. Matter of fact, when you get that in Psalms 17 and 8.
That strong delusion.
That strong delusion is
They
pit.
should believe a lie.
All right, the Lord is making it where these people, they can't deny it. They can't resist it. It takes a wise and strong person, a person with self-discipline, to understand really what the hell is going on and to avoid the foolishness. But you have to be you have to have a certain mind frame to do these things. And 2/3 of our people sure as hell don't have it, man. All right, they're gonna just fall in that pit. You got that? Yeah. Go ahead,
This is
bro.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye.
Yeah, and the only ones that the Lord's gonna keep is the apple of his eye. Is the elect. Keep going.
Hide me under the shadow of thy wings.
Oh, hide me from the shadow. Matter of fact, will you, real quick, I know you got a precept you hold for that. When you go to Malachi 4 and 2, I believe, as a hint, right? Is that the one? The healing wings. Yeah, 4 and 2.
This is Malachi chapter 4 verse 2. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings."
Yep, like the scriptures speak about how a hen takes his chicks underneath his wing. If you ever see videos, you should look up videos dealing with that as a visual. And you see like when a bird or a chicken is out in the cold, it'll literally like have its chicks go underneath it. So they're really protected. They're very over protective of their chicks. So in the spirit, the same thing the Lord is going to do with those that fear the Lord, man. But what the hell is he going to do to the rest of our people? You got that? Yeah, go
This
ahead.
is Psalms 91 verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers.
That's the one I wanted. That's it right there. Go ahead, read it again.
This is Psalm 91 verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
So it said here, read that again. It said those that fear the Lord, right? Read that again.
Malachi 4 and 2, it says, "But unto you that fear my name."
So the key is to fear the Lord, fear his name. Be doing what he told you to do. All right, keep going.
It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings."
All right, now go back to the precept you have.
This is Psalms chapter 17 and verse 8. It says, keep me as the apple of the eye.
Yeah, and the only ones that's going to be the apple of the eye of the Lord is the elect, man. That's it, the chosen of the nation of Israel, not everybody. All right, keep going.
Hide me under the shadow of thy wings.
So those that fear the Lord are going to be hid under the shadow of the Lord's wings, man. All right, keep going.
Verse 9, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies.
And that's why we come out here and tell our people to get right with the Lord, because our enemies, what did it say about our enemies?
It says, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies.
Our deadly enemies. See, our deadly enemies about to ride on us, about to make the move that they wish they could have made thousands of years. That's how heavy this is. These are the same people that came down and destroyed us in 70 AD. There's so many points we can go into in history to show that they have a deep hatred towards us. Matter of fact, when you get that in Ezekiel 35, that perpetual hate.
Oh, perpetual hatred.
Yep. Yep.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, but that's what's going to ultimately come to Esau, because he has a perpetual hate. But what we're reading in Psalm 17 is the fact that only those that fear the Lord is going to protect from when this guy that has a perpetual hate decides to come down on us. All right, like that troop that's being prepared. See, how people are going to get swept up, man. Whether it's, just look at the world, look at everything that's happening, man. This jab, all right, this C-19 jab, they want niggas to take this shot, man. Right. They're not concerned about the fucking Chinese taking this shot.
14, yeah, well, so like I was reading what Governor Kemp said about putting the jab center right here at the Mercedes-Benz. He said because this is the most hardest thing ever. Everybody that lives in the area, right? That's also on record. Right? So who they want to target to have to take the shot? Who want to target us? So they want to destroy us.
Here it is. Ever since they brought our asses over here, we've been last for everything. But now all of a sudden, in the kindness of the so-called white man's heart, white, he want to make sure we get vaccinated. We want to make sure we get the jab first. Right? Oh, it's verse 21. Man,
because we care about them.
Yeah, the first time ever we put us first, man.
Because now you want y'all to be healthy.
Aye.
Meanwhile,
and then the CDC released that article the other day talking about just in case there's a zombie apocalypse.
Right. Well, all of a sudden they updated the zombie apocalypse preparedness document.
Yeah, y'all asses gonna turn into zombies out here, man. Y'all, it's a lot of movies where they show that, man. Hey, Utopia, that series Utopia, it wasn't about the virus that they were getting people with. The virus was just to get you to get the vaccination. That's the whole point of Mr. Rabbit, man. All right, the fear. Oh my God, we gotta go get this. Man, this shit gonna be sitting dormant in y'all system until they ready to activate it, man. Y'all gonna turn into little gremlins and shit, man. It's laughable, but hey, why would the CDC, the Center of Disease and Control, tell you, well, just in case, you know, these people's names are on the line. These people's reputations are on the line. This isn't some chicken wing spot. This is the Center of Disease and Control telling you, just in case. All right, what's new?
You know, when you think of zombie apocalypse, that's movie shit. You know, that's supposed to be fiction.
All right.
Now they telling you just in case.
Hey, well, remember, how people don't play The Walking Dead was shot right here, man. Another show, Containment, was shot right here. They shut down, what was it, Zone 6. They shut it in the series. They shut down all that Auburn Ave and all that. They shut that down in the show. But hey, it's all fun and games, right? You know, niggas don't believe shit until shit happens. Keep that energy. Keep going.
Psalm 17 and 9, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about.
And it's a damn shame in 2021. We really gotta tell our people who the fucking oppressor is, man. Like, I don't even want to talk to Jake. That's just too low level for me. In 2021, I gotta convince you. I have to legitimately convince you the white man is a devil, bro. You need to check yourself, man. Cut off. Just go on YouTube and just refresh the screen. Go on WorldStar and refresh the screen. Go on CNN and just refresh the screen, and I promise you, you're gonna see something that's gonna piss you off and show you he hates your effing guts. It's a moment of silence. We don't keep all that silence.
Psalm 17 and 11. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places.
That's the test. That's what they're doing. They're like a lion waiting to pounce on them. They say, you know what? Let's go. Let's make sure all these so-called black men, they got all the guns, they got all the drugs, they got all the bad food, all the bad water, all the high price rent, the low quality living. And then, oh, what? We got a pandemic? Let's make sure that they get to because they're low income. Let's make sure they get the shot first. Right?
Yep.
Because what are they doing? They're waiting to destroy us. They've been waiting on this, like you said, for thousands of years. And every year they get better and more tactical at deceiving us.
Bro, our people
But like the brother said, we gotta sit here and tell you the white man's the devil. If you can't see it, it's your fucking fault.
It is, period.
And your ass gonna die too.
You're gonna find out, you're gonna realize.
That's like a mental blockage.
Oh, it is. It's the ultimate level of Stockholm syndrome, man. Our people suffer from it on a high level. You know? But it's fine. Like I said, it's to a point now where, hey, matter of fact, get judges, what is that, Judges 5? Go to your guy, or Judges 10. Judges 10. Right? Because it's just getting to a point where our people legitimately, the Lord just gotta show you, man, that this is the devil, man. He's just gonna just flat out show you, man. He's gonna show you when you're thrown into a concentration camp and you being stripped away from your children, man. Got that?
This is Judges chapter 10, verse 13. It says, "Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you."
And that's why these people do what they do, because their idols, their gods that they worship, energize them to do it. I ain't nothing to worry about. We're good. The evil day shall forsake us. Right? See? It's completely off, man. This is why our people, the only grand thing left for our people is this death and destruction, man. Because the simplicity of our people is just crazy. You got something, bro?
Come, man. Come. I'm gonna go to the book of Isaiah, and I'm gonna go to 3. I'm going to 1. 1 and 3. This is Isaiah 1 and 3. It says, "The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib."
You have two simple, dumb animals that have enough sense to know who's their owners. Keep going.
God, it says, "But Israel doth not
the
know."
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans doing. Go ahead.
God says, "But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider."
Yeah, they don't even consider, man. Here it is, like we said, 2020, a year ago, before, like we're at about the beginning of these shutdowns, right? Right? This is about a year ago, this time is when all these shutdowns happened.
Yep.
Here it is that the Lord started the year out last year with wildfires, all types of craziness going on, right? World War III was jumped up in January, the beginning of the year. All right? Kobe died. All right? A lot of y'all's families have died from this virus. Yeah, it's just been pure hell this last year, right? What else has happened? A lot of y'all have lost your jobs, unemployed. A lot of y'all about to get kicked out of your house. Evictions is about to go crazy. But what happens? They don't even consider. They're not even considering why is it happening.
Bro, a year later.
As if it didn't even happen. As if it didn't even happen. The only thing that was added was a fashion statement, which is a mask.
God. This is verse 4. It says, "Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity."
Yeah, laden, glazed.
Mm-hmm.
Glazed, man. Like when you watch the Krispy Kreme donuts and they take that cream, that's how our people are with sin, man.
God, yeah.
They bathe in sin, man. They see a bath of sin and they just, I just want this all over me.
Yep.
All right, keep going.
God says, "A people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers."
Yeah, seed of evildoers. That's how the Lord sees his own people. That's why I said part of our message It's to wake up those that to this word and to the rest of you to tell you that you're gonna die.
Con.
Keep going.
It says children that are corrupters.
Yeah, these people are corrupted, man. You look at our people, it's our people are bugged out. Our people are bugged the hell out, man. Look at just look at our women. And man, our women are just, bro.
Loose as a goose.
Man, it's not even just the looseness, man. They are just mentally shot.
Damn, no accountability.
Man, it's not even the accountability. These bitches is retarded.
You can't
These
even
bitches is just gone.
You can't even surgically fix them, man.
Like it's just like you in the energy. Most of them are masculine as hell. All right, most of them are dumb. Let's be clear. Most are just stupid as hell.
Childish as fuck.
Oh, that's another group. And another group is just childish. Just childish. You can't talk to them. You can't do nothing with them, man. Proud. There's no Sarahs on the earth, man. Just Roseannes and fucking Oprahs. You got something, bro?
Cardi B.
Yeah, bring it out, bro.
Like this Jeremiah 4 and starting verse 20.
That's it.
All right. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish.
Yeah, my people are foolish, man. This is how the Lord views our people, man. Because our people are foolish, man. You got Jake, man. Our people are, man, just take the shot. Nigga. Like, man, come on, just take the shot so we can have a summer.
That's awful.
Do you hear how stupid? Like, it's gonna be summer regardless.
First of all, they making it. I mean, look at this weekend. The
Yeah.
whole world is in Atlanta right now, and I'm not taking it.
But that's it. But that's just one of many examples of how our people are just stupid, man.
God.
You know, our people are just stuck on stupid. You got something?
Yes. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 19. Behold, famine. Sorry, 2 Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Mm-hmm.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Yeah, because our people are created. Man, 2/3 are just wired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you wire something like a TV or a car, you know, however. 2/3 of our people are just wired to just be off, man. Just be wicked. It's just that simple. All right, read that again.
It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All this the Lord sends as points to make you consider. And now, where is this coming from? What is this about? But what does it happen? The people don't consider. They rebel even more. All right, keep going.
It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Yeah, that goes
nor
into
be
that
always
Isaiah.
mindful of the scourge.
That goes into that Isaiah 6, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
Keep going.
Verse 21. Behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth.
Oh man, you can catch a flight from one side of the country to the other side of the country for $100, man.
That's now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because look, you can take probably take a spirit flight for $4.
That's why our people been jet setting and traveling, man. That's part of the reason why there's so many people in Atlanta right now. Because of these cheap flights, travel is cheap. You get Airbnbs cheap. But our people think that it's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right?
It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yeah, think themselves.
Think you in a good.
That's why the scriptures say lean not on our own understanding.
Everything's lit.
Yeah, that's just great, man. Like I said, if you look at the whole forecast of the world, like everybody in the world, if you look at every other nation, you could see how there's a hurt and there's a problem in the world. But look at our people, you can't tell nothing, man. You would think everything is sweet.
When we talk, I put the shit out. When we talk about colonization,
okay. What about colonization?
I think everyone's been colonized.
By who? Get Job 17 and 9. That's because you're right. The world has been colonized by the British. The Britons, they've conquered.
That was the main empire.
That was the main empire. I think they conquered damn near. There's maybe like 4 countries in the world that they haven't conquered. Read that in Job. Anybody got that in Job?
This is Job chapter 17, verse 9. It says, the righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and
Sorry,
stronger.
Job 9:24.
Oh,
You mind back it up just a little bit? Just a little bit.
I'm really listening. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
This is Job
You good,
chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And another word for the wicked is Esau. And Esau, the so-called white men, are the colonizers. Who else went around the world and colonized this place? It wasn't people that look like us?
Nah, nigga, we've been around the world.
No, we have been around the world, but how
We're
did
the
we?
first people around.
Yeah, but how? But again, we're dealing with empires. Matter of fact,
No.
go to
We
Daniel.
ain't dealing with that shit. You know, we
go to
rock
Daniel's,
Jordan's shit. We with the shit.
statue.
Well, what I'm against is people who don't glorify us.
Huh?
Because we're supposed to be, we are gods,
That in
our
it.
women
That
are
in it.
gods. And without us,
You're right.
they're
You're
no
right.
fucking
So
us.
with that being said, go to the curses. Go to Deuteronomy 28. We shall be the head, and they shall be the tail. Because we were the head. Like you're right. We set up all of these things. We're the great inventors of the world.
We did mathematics, science.
Math, science. There's not a thing that we didn't. How did we go from being so great to being so low?
We're not low.
How are we not low?
No, we've been pushed down. Pressure, diamond.
Right, that's true, but you cannot ignore the fact that we are low.
It's a whole, he lit it up in there.
All right, read that again. Read what you got.
God, you said Job.
No, Deuteronomy 28.
You know what I'm saying? That whole shit is lit up with us.
Yeah, the Bible is about us.
No, I'm talking about that same page. We're lit in there. Like, that's my shit.
Okay, you got that in Deuteronomy, the head and tail, like 46.
This is Deuteronomy. No, that's not 46.
You shall be the head, and you shall be the tail.
Ain't no tail.
Oh no, we're definitely low.
We ain't doing that. Ain't nobody cutting our hair off.
Now we're low.
Ain't
It's
nobody,
nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with acknowledging where we are as a people.
We're not low.
How do we come up?
How do we come up?
How do you even know what a come up is?
How do you know that we're low? The fact that our people are oppressed and pushed away down as a whole.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 13. And the Lord Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail. Thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy
This is
God.
your answer. We didn't hearken unto the law, statutes, commandments that the Lord gave us. So there came a cost to that. We decided we wanted to do everything we wanted, as we do today. Our people do exactly what we want to do. We serve whatever guys we want to serve. We eat whatever we want to eat. We have no standard.
Anarchy.
So, huh?
Anarchy.
Anarchy. That's the perfect word.
I
You're
know,
right.
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, hey, there we go. Keep going.
Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
Yeah, these other nations are above us, man. Like I said, yeah, you can talk all that, that prideful, it sound good talk, but the reality of it all is that majority of the men of our nation are in prisons. The majority of the men of our nation are homeless. The majority of our nation are diseased. We do not control gold. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, in that movie, it just came out, good movie, Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
And Prince, and with Prince Hakeem, when he came back to America to get his son, he presented his son a gold bar, and his face was on the money.
That's what made him think about it.
He was like, oh shit, because he realized the authenticity of it. But that's another point to say. Our people are low and they do it not considered, man.
If thou shalt hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy power, which I command thee this day.
See, Jake have a problem with accepting reality, because if they had to accept reality, it's like accepting reality is humility, it's humbling. To accept reality, you gotta be humble. So, I'm not low. I can make $1 million. I can drive in a fancy car. And what, man? And what? How many of these nice cars are built by black people? What's a black-owned luxury car? Can somebody give me one? I'm curious. Can somebody name me is there a black company? Matter of fact, go back to the curses. Go back to, we got Deuteronomy 28 and 16 and 17. Yeah, because we got to go to this devil for one of all things, man. Bring up your precept.
This is Ecclesiastes 10, verse 7.
Yep.
I have seen servants upon horses.
I have seen servants upon horses. Who are the servants? All right, when you read Genesis, the 25th chapter, it tells us that the elder shall serve the younger. Who is that? Esau, the so-called white man. So what is it saying? He said, I see servants upon horsemen. They're the natural servants of the earth.
The horses represent
Power.
the state of power and also they represent the state of authority.
Yep.
Because when you're on a horse, know what it say? If you got a certain level of authority, or you got a certain level of power,
You're on your high horse.
You're on your high horse. Yeah.
And he has
Yeah, the whole nigga doing on the horse.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Now, who are the princes that are servants walking upon the earth? The Israelites. Right? Literally, the princes of the power. So we're walking upon the earth. We are low, man. The scriptures say that we shouldn't even, man, half the shit that we got to deal with and do, we shouldn't even have to do, man. You got a child, you a man, you got a child. The idea of changing a diaper shouldn't even be in your mind.
Right.
That's just one little low-level thing, man. Washing dishes, laundry, all that, that's something that's low. But what do we do? Most of our jobs are doing that for the so-called white man.
Right.
Serving him, man. Where he flies around the country and what does he have? How many Jakes out here, regular Jakes? Now, I'm not talking about Beyonce and Cardi B and these niggas that sell out for it. I'm talking about regular Jakes have nannies. How many Jakes out here how many Negroes out here are regular people, have a job and live just a decent life and have nannies? That's not even a no, that's like you ain't seeing that like that. Oh, this is the nanny. But I bet you a lot of so-called white people have a lot of our sisters, a lot of our mothers, a lot of our aunts are their nannies, or their nurse caretakers and shit like that.
I see some of that. Some.
Like all the jobs, they're going to take care of so-called white people.
Yep.
God, if I could say,
You got it, bro. I give it to you.
okay, God, if I could say too, I see some of that. You know, when I do delivery, you know, taking these groceries, you be going to these different high rises, you know, houses way out.
Yeah.
And it's like a system. It's like you bring it to somebody, and they take it to this person, and the person deliver it. So it's basically like a system. Nannies, servants,
clean.
I be seeing all types of shit these crackers be having.
And those are fantasies for Jake, man.
You know what was a fantasy? The Cosby Show and the Fresh Prince. That was a fantasy. So how many niggas you know got money? You know? How many black folks you know? Everybody is a goddamn doctor or
part of the country club.
Yeah, come on. There was something about people's fantasies back then.
And that's what's got our people effed up to this very day, man. Our people are still chasing 90s sitcom fantasies, man. Our people are still trying to recreate their favorite movie, man. A moment. That's why we were going into earlier. Our people are sottish and stupid, man. Because it's like you're chasing something that's not even real. But you're willing to sit in hell for it. You want to stay here. You tell a Jake, man, you know the Lord's coming back. You should get right with the Lord. Oh, you know,
not in my lifetime. But that's when they scoff. That's when because they're like, well, when are you coming back? No, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many excuses. Not to trust in the Lord because you want to believe in this society. You can't see further beyond.
And Jake
gonna get everything.
Yep.
That was just a fact. He didn't want to take the truth that we are low. Jake don't want to take that next step to hey, you know, get themselves right and to look at the kingdom of heaven, man.
Come on, man. We don't.
It was a prime example.
How many like I said, I'm not talking about these celebrities, all right? Because these celebrities have a contract with death, man. All right, I'm talking about just regular, the majority of us. How many Jake out here is riding around and taking private jets from one side of the country to the other, man? You know, your ass getting coach on the cheapest flight you can get. And most of you are China bus riders. Like, what are we talking about? Most of our people are mega bus riders, man. They lucky if they get a Greyhound bus.
Well, yeah, for 20 bucks, you take the mega bus to any city.
Greyhound.
But then in their mind, they're mesmerized by this world, man. So let's go back into the scriptures.
I got to reset. This is just a benefit. Our people can't see, like we're being low. But this is what we're going to gain if we do trust in the Lord. This is Revelation 21:4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So this is what we're telling you. You rather stay here and fight and get, blood, sweat, and tears to get something for a moment, when the Heavenly Father said He's going to take away all of that. You just got to trust and follow Him.
Bro, to get rich in America is a death sentence.
Right.
Being rich in America is a death sentence, man.
I got one more for you.
Keep going.
It's Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, we didn't come, like we used to say, the Lord didn't send us over here on a cruise ship, man. All right? We didn't come over here singing Lil Duval, living my. We were not singing "Living My Best Life" on our way over here to America.
Yeah, we was crying. Sweet low,
We
sweet
was
chicken.
coming to serve out a sentence, man. All right, keep going.
It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you.
And it's polluted, and it shall destroy you, man. As soon as you make it with a sword destruction, man. Jake, you be regular, you be low. Everybody don't even pay you no mind. As soon as your head pop up just a little bit above the rest of everybody, just not even a lot, not a lot, just enough that it's like the people that standing around you can see that you're elevating. Man, you got a target on your head, man. Your ass, it's gonna be some hating ass nigga, cause that's what it is. Somewhere, I can't get it myself. Fuck him. I don't even want to take. Jake don't even want to take it from me. Jake just don't want you to have it.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm saying is, I'm gonna take it from you. I'm gonna take it.
Jake,
I'm gonna take you out the picture.
he don't even want your. He don't even want your substance. It's just the fact of how you make me feel. I gotta remove you, and that's all our people. Matter of fact, when you go to Micah 7:1, and this is why we say it. You gotta know these things to know what you're dealing with, man. This place was set up to surely it shall destroy you. This is not the land flowing in milk and honey, man. This is Babylon the Great, the whore. You got something to go ahead, bro?
This is Hebrews 13, verse 14. For here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come.
Yeah, we don't have a continual city here. Hell, man, if you ask the average Israelite on this side, Negro, Latino, and Native American, how many houses have you lived in 30 years of your life? Some Jake done lived in 30 houses. Real shit. Most of us, man, how many schools were you in elementary school? How many schools were you in from kindergarten to 12th, man? It's embarrassing. It ain't like how it used to be back in the day where you had your grandparents. Like, you got examples of that where your grandparents live in the same house for 30, 40 years and shit like that. That shit is over with, man. That's a lot of people out here that have been in Atlanta and been in a different house 6 to 12 months every year, man. Every lease, they in a new place. All right, keep going. That was it on that? Now let's go, that Micah. Micah 7.
Micah chapter 7, verse 1 says, woe is me, for I am as when they have gathered the summer fruits, as the grape.
Matter of fact, skip down to the best of them and the thorn scorpions. 3 or 4.
Let's start at 3. It says, Micah 7:3, it says that they may do evil with both hands earnestly.
Yeah, that's our people, man. That's why I said earlier. You get a little bit, man. Our people are looking to line you up, man. All right, we'll line you up with the fast, quick. These women. Hey, Lil Wayne dropped one of the hardest songs ever and gave wisdom on that. Mona Lisa. He told you what happened with these women. You thinking she in love with you? Man, she lining you up, man. Lining you up, man, for validation. She's not even doing it for money. She's doing it for straight validation and acceptance from another man. That's yeah. Keep going.
It says, verse 3 again, that they may do evil with hands earnestly. The prince asketh, and the judge asketh for a reward.
Yeah, all of your leaders, man. All your leaders, man. These my sons and Mallory. What's the name? The other one, BLM, and these different groups, man. They don't move unless there's a check involved. Oh, didn't BLM just get it? Yeah. Here it is. They just got the what was it? Was it Mike Brown's father? Yeah, Mike Brown's father is asking BLM for $20 million because they've risen 90 M's.
Damn.
They raised 90 M's because they pick and choose which case they gonna deal with. Oh, we like this one. We can rally. Let's go to. We can go to. It's around the time. We go here. We can do a rally. People gonna donate. They pick and choose, man. Niggas die every day. What about the Black Lives? Man, niggas was dying last night here. Right. Where's the protests at? All right, they because they judge for a reward, man. Nobody does this out of the kindness of their heart. What's this other guy? Umar Johnson been building a school for the last 25 years, man. Keep going. Give me your grit money. Give me your grit money.
Go away.
Go away, man, for real. He's the worst. Donations. That's what it's about. Keep going, brother.
It says, and the great man, he uttereth his mischievous desire.
Oh, they uttereth his mischievous desires, right? We talking about, what was the rap? Man, if I see it in my eyes, what you rap? Bro, read that again. That's what the scriptures is telling us.
It says, and the great man, he uttereth his mischievous desire.
The great man uttereth his mischievous desires, man. All our people have mischievous desires. They have a mind frame. They just want to do bad. Jake don't come here. All these Negroes that's in this town this weekend ain't coming here to do good. They trying to just evil. Yeah, we out here, man. We've been sharing videos amongst each other. What, man? They don't come here. We shoot up. We shoot you down. Bragging about it. Niggas still gonna come. Niggas still gonna come because why? It's a chest bumping match, man.
Well, it's attracted to wickedness too.
Yeah.
They're very attractive. It's like a magnet.
Well, you can't be no wicked nigga and not come and do wicked shit in a wicked place. Yeah. You need it. That's how you stay in this storyline. When you're not needed no more, you get written off the story. You keep going, bro.
It says, verse 4, the best of them is as the briar.
Yeah, the best of them is as a briar. The best of our people is as a briar. Like, imagine a prickly tree, man. That's why there ain't no trust out. You can't trust nobody out here. That's what happened. There was a video I saw on IG the other day. It was like 4 guys walking together. They looked like they was friends. Next thing you know, it looked like one of them hit them and they robbed them. Like, what good is it? Who needs friends with? Who needs enemies with friends like this? These same niggas that you with to be the same ones that's trying to steal money out of your pocket. All right, the bitch assness in these niggas today. They'll do wrong with you and go home and tell your girl. Well, you know, we was at the All-Star weekend doing this. That's how these niggas are, man. Shiesty, poo shiesties. Niggas think that's cool to be shiesty, man. Keep going, bro.
It says, the best of them is as the briar.
The best of them is as the briar, man. Keep going.
The most upright is sharper than a thorn. The most upright is sharper than a thorn hedge.
The most upright, man. This is the ultimate, man. You better lean on yourself, man.
That's why the scripture also said too.
That when the Lord slapped the door, but you know.
Trust ye not in the friend.
That's what's going on. Because we behind enemy lines, man. This ain't, like I said earlier, this is not the land flowing in milk and honey, man.
It's land flowing in niggas and death.
Matter of fact, go to throwing 3-on-1, man. This is a bloody city. But you think everybody's gonna be righteous and right, kind, and loving and considerate of you? No. Your own fellow brother wants your head on a platter, man. For the littlest thing. Oh, here's he got 24s on his charger.
So what? He plotting on how he.
Man, fuck him.
He's not gonna do it, but what he gonna do is he gonna come up with a plan to get something to pay somebody else to do it, and then he gonna help you look for it. What happened to you? No, that happened to my cousin one time.
Well, most of your robberies happen for people you know.
Because my cousin had he had like one of the new Suburbans with the 12s in the back. We come back from hanging out. Now it's about night, man. They probably had about maybe $2. He woke up that next morning, somebody stole his 12s. I was like, it's somebody you know. Somebody know, you know. Yeah, like you know, okay, you go when he gets back. Wait till you sleep, they stole him that thing.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 94. It says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother.
Yeah, man, this ain't the time to be all friendly. Like I said, but that's our people, man, because really, the scriptures is a word for men, man. You got to be a man to deal with this word in its proper context, man. This is a man's book, man. This world tells you to lean on everybody, man. The men of our nation, man, lean on everybody and think everybody cool, man. Because we don't have no proper vetting system to say I can trust you. We don't have that. So what do the men of our nation do? This is how they set themselves up. Oh, you make music? I'll make music too. I like your music. Come to my studio. 5 minutes. Oh, you play video games? I play video games. You want to play Madden? Oh, you like girls? I like girls. We should hang out. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's not a way to tell if a man is matter of fact, go to 1 John. Yeah, you read that. 1 John 4. What's that? 1 John 4:1. Try at the spirit. 1 John 1:4, I believe. You got to speak. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for every brother will utterly supplant.
And what does supplant mean? What do Jake here in Atlanta like to say? Finesse. Scheme. That's in our name, man. Supplant literally means to basically, for layman's terms, finesse. And that's what this city is all about. That's how you know this is a Jake ridden city, man. Because everything is you really got to know how to maneuver and talk to Jake. I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna tell him too much. I ain't gonna let him know this. I ain't gonna let him know that. Cause it could be somebody you know, and they will line you up.
Hey, how should I say it? Those of your own household.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what most good. So this is how much more in the world. I got something real quick. This is Sirach chapter 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Yeah, you got it.
You know about, oh, you like this, I like that. You like this, I like that. You know what I'm saying? No, what I'm saying? This is my friend. You know who do that? Children do that. At school, you learn, you find things in common. But as you get older, you learn how to actually choose friends. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't do certain things together. Same thing that's been happening with us. You know?
You got something here.
That's what you do. You prove things, you try them out, and see if it's like your mind. And then you go from there.
If I may say, priest, just to land back off the way we can gauge this, the individuals and friends is by their faith. That's why you have that in James. Well, I like this. I like the Bible too. Well, prove it by your works. I don't see nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? You can say this, you can say that. But I don't see.
That's what it be. That's what it be with Jake. Or the 2/3 of our people. Man, no snitching. I ain't gonna never snitch. You might. We here. You mind? All that talk, man, all that blah blah. Then as soon as the police get involved.
Oh well, can I finish this? It says in every neighbor will walk with slanders.
Lying. Will say one thing out of their mouth, then say it, but they got another thing to say about you. Yeah, man, hey, you know that's like, hey, he cool, he this and that. Man, fuck him, man, he a lame.
That's what you call upgrading.
Yep.
That's like talking behind someone's back, man.
But our people will say the Bible ain't real. Right. This is describing a grimy nigga.
Yeah.
This is your savage, right? This is your goon. This is shiesty, whatever word. This is your demon time.
Whatever word a nigga calls himself. This is a nigga. That's describing a nigga. Slanderous, upbraiding, plotting, scheming, supplanting, mischievous. The scripture, like we say, the scriptures say, beware of mischievous men.
Yep. Keep going.
Oh, Micah?
Yeah.
This is Micah chapter, I'm going to start at 7-4 again. It says, the best of them is as a briar, the most upright is sharper than a thorn hedge. The day of thy watchman and thy visitation cometh. Now shall be their perplexity. Verse 5, trust ye not in a friend. God. This is Micah 7-4. The best. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I just finished 4. It says, verse 5, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Verse 6.
Yep. Pillow talking. These women will line you up, pillow talking, man. You let her know everything about your emotions and movements, and again, that's how polluted this world is, man. There ain't no such thing as real love out here in most cases, man. You meet these chicks nowadays, like I said, our message and brothers know out here, I've said this before. Unless that's a chick you've been knowing, and don't be looking for nothing new. Don't be looking for nothing new, okay? Because why? These women will line you up, man. You don't think this government knows that the weakness of most men is women?
That's second. That's first. No, that's first. Right. 4th chapter.
Yep. One of the biggest kryptonites to the men of our scriptures was the woman, man. So you gotta learn how to deal. Even the women of our nation, man. No, the women. The scriptures say that all wickedness is little, but wickedness too of a woman, man.
No, not the goddess.
Oh yeah, forgive me.
Not the goddess. The black goddess would never do that.
She would never. Not the woman that aborts. About billions. This woman has aborted billions of babies.
Not a lovely queen.
You can really with a bee. All right, you got something, bro? Oh. Matter of fact, you got that 1 John 4? Yeah, we can get that. We're going to close up.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit.
Yeah, this is not the time to try a man or a woman according to her actions, what she does, how she carries herself. And him or her. This in general of dealing with people, man. You judge a person according to their conduct and behavior, like we were saying last night. Not just because scriptures say what? Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, right?
Right.
Keep going.
It says, but try the spirit.
Yeah, you gotta try the spirit, man. Sometimes you gotta set out bait. Sometimes you gotta let me see if he just do this for me. Let me just see what his spirit like. All right, I see that. You know, you try your woman. The spirit might jump on you let me see if she really loyal to you. You got to try these spirits to see if they really be about you. These people out here are flaky. All right, big snowflakes. They're looking for any and every reason to flake on you, man. Man or woman, man. All right, keep going.
But try the spirit whether they be. But try the spirit whether they are of the spirit, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
And let me tell you right here while we close up, most spirits are not of the spirit.
That's right.
Most spirits are not of the spirit. The majority of the spirits you're going to run into out here are wicked and off. So when you have that mind frame, you already know. I'm dealing with you. I'm feeding you with a long spoon, man. I pull up on you. I'm not even talking about brothers. I'm talking about, this is not brothers. I'm talking about people in the world. I'll pull up on you. You ain't coming in my house.
You got it.
You just said the season of man.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the spirit of everybody is guilty to prove it innocent. Not the other way around.
Yeah, they ain't no giving them 100 points and they lose. No, they start at fucking 0.
Right, negative, goddamn.
A negative 100. Because our people are good. Our people are experts in wickedness, man. The setups be real. All right? So we're going to go ahead and close it up. We want to give all the glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
Hey, double honors to our apostles and elders. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it was right there.
Oh, I said it on camera.